Thank you for tuning in to the Tony the Prophet channel. We're going to give you the Week 7 best plays against the spread in the NFL. Um, if you want to get the rest of my picks, go to TonyTheProphet.com at Twitter, and always check me out at NYGUnderground.com. I'm going to have to do the write-up on the putrid game the other night that they blew at Danny Jones, turnover machine. That'll be in the Prophet's Point after, and then the Prophet's Pulpit always gives you the breakdown and analysis of the upcoming game. So get right into the games. First game's the smell game, Green Bay at Houston. The line was 3.5 down to 3. They're begging you to spend your hard-earned money on Houston. I'm going to take the bait. I'm going with Green Bay. They were embarrassed on national television last week by Tom Brady and the Buccaneers with that great defense. So give you some stats. We look at the meat sandwich here before we give you the pick. Green Bay 4-1 against the spread last five, 5-1 against the spread versus AFC. Houston 1-6 against the spread last seven. Houston 4-9 against the spread last 13 at home. Aaron Jones may be out. Jamal Williams fills in. They got Devontae Adams. Hopefully, Tanyan can play. Uh, uh, Houston's a bad team. Take the pack to get back. 34-23. Next game is even game. Tennessee and Pittsburgh. Um, Taylor Lewan is out. That makes all the difference in the game. Pittsburgh 4-1 against the spread. They're getting a point and a half. Tennessee defense is terrible. They give up 273 pass yards, 137 rush yards, 6.2 yards of play. Uh, Pittsburgh has a lot of weapons, and Henry were going against the number two pass defense. They give up like 66 yards a game. Pittsburgh in a close game, they should be able to. Big Ben should be able to outlast them, 30-27. New Orleans, Carolina. The line 7, maybe down to 6.5, depending where you are. Uh, New Orleans has no Thomas. They have no Sanders. Okay, they'll win, just like they did against the Chargers. But Carolina gives them a push with Davis and Robbie Anderson. New Orleans 2-6 against the spread last 8 at home, 2-4 overall. New Orleans finds a way to win. They have better talent. Matt Rule's been doing a good job with Carolina in that defense. New Orleans 27-23. You get the cover. Another game that the line's been falling. Buffalo uh, versus the Jets. The line was like at 13.5. Now it's Buffalo by 10. They're begging you to take the Jets. The Jets are terrible. The only weapon they have left is uh, uh, what's his name? Crowder. He's going to be out. Donald comes back. That's why the line's going down. Buffalo gets a get well spot after having two tough games against Kansas City and Tennessee. They should roll here 31-14. Jets 0-6 against the spread. Make it 0-7. Okay, Tampa Bay and Vegas. The line's -4, 4.5. I've seen some fives. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Trent Brown is in the COVID protocol. The whole old line is. You saw Tom Brady, what he did to the Packers. Tampa Bay, number one in defense, number one in giving up yards per game, 282. That's the lowest. 64 rushing yards a game and 4.6 yards per play. That's the lowest in the NFL. No problem here. Tampa goes out west. They win 31-21. Probably have a bigger lead. Get a garbage time touchdown. Next game, Chargers -7.5 against Jacksonville. Um, Chargers are the superior team here. Herbert's playing well. Big day for Herbert and Allen. Hunter Henry gets into the fray. Gardner Minshew will have his fourth quarter garbage time. They throw more than any team in the league. So if you have him in fantasy, it'd be a good play for a low end option. But the Chargers and Herbert finally get his first win. The poor kid lost 2 overtime games. He's the real deal. Not like Danny Turnover, that piece of garbage the Giants have. But anyways, Chargers roll 31-20. And the big fantasy bonanza, Seattle and Arizona. The line was 3.5. Now it's down to 3. Seattle is tremendous off the bye. I think they're 6-1. Plenty of points in this one. Let Russ cook. He'll find a way to win. Uh, the if you saw the Cardinals last week against Dallas, that game wasn't as close. As bad as Dallas was, they were hanging in there for a while. They got that late garbage time touchdown when everybody in Dallas was asleep, and Drake ran for a touchdown. But Seattle at home, I like them. Arizona has been up and down and plenty of points in this one. Seattle defense against the pass is horrific, but Seattle pulls it out. Russ always pulls it out. If he has 30 seconds left in the game, he'll pull it out, 34-30. And then the last game, Rams versus Chicago. Chicago's getting 6. That's just too much. They have a good defense. Rams, all they beat was the NFC East. The 4 teams, that's their 4 wins. However, I will grant you that the ref stole a game in Buffalo from him. But Chicago 7-3 against the spread the last 10. D only gives up 5.1 yards a play. This game's going to be close. It's a low game, low scoring game with the under. Chicago gives up 19 points a game. Rams will probably the better team at home. Figure a way to win. Rams win 23-20. If you have got to play the Chicago money line, but a close game, field goal game with the 6 points, plenty of points for a team that's 5-1 and hangs around in these close games. So that's it. Go to Twitter. I'll give you the rest of the games that are less favorable to bet. And as always, follow me at Tony the Prophet. Thank you very much for tuning in. Come back next week, Sunday morning. We'll give you the week 8 plays.